coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. On the Titans sideline, there's head coach Brian Callahan. These guys coming off their first loss of the year don't want to fall to 500 here. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Texans. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scotts. This is Jason Myers to get us started. And we're underway in Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're 1 snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And they're brought out, Brock, by the dual-threat quarterback out of Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Milroe. Hits him on the out route. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now following the play, we have the medical staff hurrying out as we look and see it's Cortland Sutton in some pain down there. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun now for Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
From the gun, Milroe. Short pass brought in. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Dragon 60.
Bill Rowe from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete. Dadrian Taylor Demerson on the coverage.
Red 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Bill Rowe now to throw. Completed to his running back. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the gun, Judkins. Stiff arm success. And he only gets this one down to the 9. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. 7, 18, Pioneer. 19 sight, 19.
Throwing now, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 32. Throwing the out route complete. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Mayfield keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down at the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On the left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
Running in the red zone. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Baker now from the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and their running back about to get back to work. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that.
Here we go, strike. Viking 18. Ready.
First down throw here from Milrow. Into the hands of Pickett. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get some late points and the lead. To add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran missed one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Titans and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. This is brought in, big gain for Lockett. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. First down, here's Baker. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Now here he goes. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Mayfield throwing on 4th. He's running for it. And this one doesn't go far. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Here we go, set. Liking, 18.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First throw for the backup now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Throwing is Willis. Brought in right side. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Here's Willis to the air. Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Okay,
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Drop 50. Let's go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on. 19 right.
Working inside the red zone. Completes it again to Pickens. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Pickens, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Juju Brents with a stop. The Titans call their third and final timeout. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he gets back to the line, but no more. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Christian McCaffrey. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's David Montgomery. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. This one's at halftime with the Bills with the lead at the half. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Go play action here, it's Milrow. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Crackle 80. Reload. Ready.
And the give, here's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second down at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Chased out to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another one for Cook. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it deep downfield. 30. He's at the 10. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans start the second half with some needed points. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shot.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out now come the Texans on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Milrow with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 82. Go.
Junkins up the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Complete on the option. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He rolls to his right. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 12 in the 4th.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly end educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. He showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Well, that was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. The Texans closing in, and they will get him. Working quickly here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 52 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Run.
1st down. Here's Baker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans get it back to within 6.
27, Titans 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Here's Milroe to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. Bouncing football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
The offense retains possession.
Come on, go.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Buying some time left. They did it! He made the interception! Dante Jackson takes it away. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That's the score. Titans 28, Texans 27.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
First down throw here from Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Buffalo 18. Tight. 19.
Here he is to throw. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Pickup brings up second and 4.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. Takes out a one-stop, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Setting
line.
up to pass. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
He'll look to throw it. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Has room into the secondary. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Escapes out to the left. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Fielded at the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
And the Titans first down.
Man in motion out of the slot. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Second and 3 now.
Brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. You got to keep moving quick here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tennessee.
And he's going to spike it with an even 10 seconds left. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Baker now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And they get this down to the 28.
Complete to number 11.
So it's a win for the Texans. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.